Hi, my name is Chris Machado. I'm going to give you some tools about how to stay positive all the time. Better yet, how to become positive. And I'll tell you a little bit about myself. In the year 2002, I had a Kundalini awakening. A very powerful awakening. It was absolute hell for the first 2 years. The last year before I reached the top of the summit, as I like to say, was even worse than the first 2 years. But it's over. I'm in a place of a very high frequency and I feel good all the time. Feeling positive is normal and natural, and that's why it's the easiest thing in the world to do, because feeling positive is all there is. Positive energy is all there is. There isn't anything else but positive energy. But you're saying, well, how come I feel bad? Because positive energy is flowing through your body like a river, and when you feel bad, you're limiting that river, and that's what a bad feeling is. Now, if you want to be a positive person, the first thing you need to do is understand that being positive comes from having a clear view of life, a clear view of how things work, a clear view of how your mind works, and a clear view of who you are. See, man thinks about himself and only himself, and this is why he hasn't freed himself from himself. See, your ego, which is your identity, who you think you are, it's an illusion. It's not real. It's just a conglomeration of thoughts that you keep thinking. Your ego can only stay alive by making you think, so it puts thoughts in your mind. And your ego is 99% fear. So you're living in fear unless you break the chain that's holding you attached to the ego. What you need to know is that the ego is not in charge. See, there's a price you must pay if you want to feel positive. There's no such thing as free tuition in the school of life experience. The price you must pay is choice and concentration. You must develop the ability to choose a positive thought when a bad thought arises. You must realize that if you don't choose, your mind will choose for you. And most people are not choosing, they're unconsciously letting their thoughts to arise and choose for them. This is no way to live. So you have to start choosing positive thoughts until it becomes a habit. It takes 30 days to develop a habit. So it's not going to happen the first day or the first 7 days. You must keep up the work. Now, the world is dark, it's dangerous, it's evil, and it's ugly. It always is when you read it wrong. But when you read it right, it's a place of beauty, grace, love, kindness, compassion, and magic and miracles. Miracles do exist. How do I know? Because you happened. That's how I know. What is a miracle? It's the pure positive energy that's flowing through you, that's allowing you to breathe, that's being channeled into your thoughts so that you can awaken and create your heart's desire whenever you wish. It is love that creates your dreams, and that love is the pure positive energy. It's all there is. So you must bring yourself to the belief that positive energy is all there is. Now, problems come your way because of the way you see life, the way you're reacting to life. See, when people feel bad, they're choosing a thought that God doesn't believe is real. In the eyes of the universe, it's not real. That's why he's giving you a bad feeling to say, this only exists in your mind. Fear does not exist anywhere else but in your mind. It's a thought you hold. It's a belief. And fear comes from the ego, because the ego doesn't know the truth. It lives out of fear. So you need to break the identification with it, not by trying to destroy it, but just by being aware of it and observing it when it arises. Now, you need wisdom in life. Wisdom is more valuable than God's money. And what you need to understand is that if you want knowledge, stop talking and listen. If you want wisdom, stop thinking and listen. What you need to know is that you are the creator of the universe. There is a spirit within you, and it is a positive being. It's jumping up and down all the time with excitement. And when you think a positive thought, you connect with it, you blend with it, you feel what it feels. When you think a thought that makes you feel bad, you're identifying with your mind, with your ego. It's feeding you a lie. That's why lies don't feel good. Now, hell doesn't exist. People think it does, but it doesn't. That being said, hellish thoughts do exist. When you hate somebody, you put yourself in hell. When you fear something, you're putting yourself in a mental hell. When you judge somebody, you're putting yourself in a mental hell. Hell is a thought. It creates a state of mind. It makes you feel like hell. So why the hell are you thinking hellish thoughts, right? You must step back into your realm of spirit. And what you need to know is that a lot of people feel lost in life, but you're never so lost that God does not know where you are at any given moment. And that exists for the whole universe. You cannot be lost in God's heart. Now, a good way to develop a positive mental attitude is to start appreciation, gratitude. Gratitude is memory of the heart. Gratitude makes you real. Gratitude makes you step into God's shoes. It makes you realize, feel what He feels. Gratitude is the gateway to heaven. It's the road to God. Gratitude, the people who offer gratitude, moments of gratitude when they have nothing, are the people who will live in gratitude when they get everything from those moments of gratitude. Whatever you're grateful for grows, and you attract more of it. You multiply and amplify and attract more of what you offer gratitude for. Now, gratitude is the same vibration as love. So when you feel love, it's like you're offering appreciation. When you feel appreciation, it's like you're in a state of love. Be aware of that. Now, Zeus, the Greek god, I talk to spirits. I talk to angels, I talk to fairies, I talk to them all. I talk to all kinds of beings. And Zeus once came to me and he said, you know what? People saw me as a powerful god. But the truth is that I got my power because I saw them as powerful gods. And that's what made me powerful. You are a powerful god. You are not an unlimited being. Now, what you need to understand is that when you feel bad, when you think an unhappy thought, when you're not feeling positive, you're thinking the opposite thoughts that God thinks. Now what you have to do is realize that God, your spirit, is your source of positive thoughts, of positive energy. Why don't you start thinking about the source of positive feelings, the source of it all, the source of the trees, the source of the sun, God. You want to be the happiest person on earth? Think about God all the time. God is pure positive energy, and that is power, and that's what you want. When we feel positive, we feel like the eagle in the sky. We feel unlimited, we feel free. When we feel a bad thought, it takes us away from freedom. We lose our power. Superman, we're spiritual superheroes. I wrote a book on that, spiritual superhero. But there's one problem. A bad thought is like kryptonite. It weakens us. So we must stay away from the bad thoughts. We must choose good thoughts. We must look for the good in things. We have to give people and life the benefit of the doubt. Life is not here to beat you up or to make you suffer. Life has no meaning. The meaning you get from life is the meaning you give to life. Life is a very beautiful place. That being said, the people who see the beauty in this world usually walk alone. There's never a crowd around them. Beauty is in everywhere, in every direction that you look at. Why aren't you noticing it? Because you haven't seen the beauty in yourself. You're too concentrated. If you're not happy, here's the reason why. If you feel bad, this is why. You're thinking about either what you don't want or what you don't have. Whatever you think about gets bigger, grows, until it becomes a part of your experience. So you need to break the fetters that are holding you back. Now, here's a joke. When you feel like your ship in life is sinking, don't pray, jump. I'm going to tell you a story, a couple of positive stories, just to make you feel good. There was a Special Olympics once, and a teenage girl won the race, 50-yard dash. And she started jumping up and down with so much excitement. And she screamed at her parents in the seat not too far from her, I won, I won, I won. And her parents started to cry. And she ran up to them and she kept saying, I won, I won, I won. And then one of the counselors there, her parents were hugging her and they were all crying. They wouldn't stop crying. He thought, is there a problem? He walked up and he said, is there something wrong? Is everything okay? And they said, yes, everything's okay. We just heard our daughter speak for the very first time. Here's another story. Billy Graham, a very popular person, I think you know who he is. He was in a small town once, and he was looking for the post office, and he didn't know where it was, so he asked a young boy, "Where's the post office?" So the boy said, "Well, he gave him directions." And then after that, he thanked the boy, and he said, "I'm going to be at the church tonight showing people how to get to heaven. Would you like to come?" And the boy said, "I don't think so, sir. You can't even make it to the post office." Here's a story. A man was at the airport once, and he was being greeted by his family, 2 sons and his wife. And they hugged him, and the son said, "Dad," the youngest son said, "Dad, you've been gone for so long. I'm so glad you're